Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to This Week in Barbecue. I am your host, a lot less shaggy looking, more slim and trim, Mr. Rasheed Phillips. Still
Ah,
rocking lovely here. And joining me is my amazing co-host, still very with the smooth, stop, and sexy, the sexiest voice in barbecue, Mr.
James Welch. I'm actually a little less gray. It's all still here, but then I shaved off the side because you know how you be in the mirror in the morning, you try to even them up, and
And
one
he
go
just,
here, and one go here, and one go here, and one go, and then you just like, man,
yeah.
take.
That's why I don't even mess with it. I'm like, I'm good about it. Not even like, if I lose all this, I don't even know. I haven't shaved my face in 7 years.
Really,
Yeah, I
man,
don't know what's under here. Like, I'm not.
I couldn't stand it, man. I'd be itching.
Because I'd love to one day grow like a James Harden, and I've gotten close, but there's a weird ugly phase, and I'm like, nah, I can't really go outside like that. I need to start it now, and then I can maybe be ready by like January. But that weird ugly phase, like, I'm like, can't really do that part. Can't go outside like that.
Had to put you in hiding. I go to something like that. I'm gonna play Santa. I'm gonna just sit out on the curb, be like, come and sit on my lap. Tell me what you want for Christmas.
Like, sure, it's in July. I said sit on my lap.
Just come on and sit down. Tell me what you want.
Yeah, but brother, what day is it today?
I'm just going to say this. To all the
Uh,
listeners out there, I was hoping for a little more reaction when I started getting undressed. Unless you guys want to see the full Monty, then
no one,
do a little something
no one,
different. But,
no one
I
wants to
was going
see
to put
that.
on my little Venmo there, and I was going to, if you want the full show, Venmo, $5. But
We'll
hey,
put that in the show notes.
yeah, right. But hey, I got just one real quick one for you today. And it almost is related to last week, but not quite, just in my twisted mind. But it's National
No.
Moon Day. Yeah, you know where I'm going. Hold on, let me get these cheeks shiny. But hey,
Yeah.
no, but for real, this actually came from the first day we landed on the moon. We took that first step, if you
Hmm.
believe in that type of thing. Now, we might have a whole bunch of people out there talking about, James Cameron and Steven Spielberg put on the show. But if you are of pure heart and you believe the man walked on the moon back in, what was it, 69, I think it was, today was the first day that we celebrate putting 10 toes down in moon sand. So
Moon
we
sand.
celebrate Moon Day.
Okay. All right.
Now, I,
Happy
s- I,
Moon Day.
I celebrate Moon Day by, giving my neighbors a little pressed ham on the screen door as they walking by in the evening,
It's
see
not
them.
even Thanksgiving with all that holiday ham.
And listen, man, you're gonna get it any way I could give it to the people. I'm gonna give it to the people. I'm gonna let you
Oh
have
my
it. But
gosh.
hey, National Moon Day, enjoy. And if you
Uh,
talk about my moon, reach out to me after the show. We'll get a little side thing going.
T, get them, T. Get them, T. I can't. I can only do but so much, T. That. I'm pleading with you at this point. I'm gonna need to add you as an admin to check all this before we,
It is way too late. Way too late.
it really is. It really is. But hey, I ain't even bad. The only thing that can make National Moon Day better is if it fell on Hump Day. Then you get a twofer. I guess we
Mm.
just gotta wait 2 years and then it'll land on Hump Day. So
Hey,
y'all sit back in
when the
28.
stars align, we'll be all right.
Literally. When the stars align, the cheeks will spread. Now, on to the news.
Speaking of cheeks,
Exactly, right? Literally speaking of cheeks, everybody has been hit with that cyclosporia, and they found the cause, and it's not a shocker. I mean, let's be honest here. It's not what the root cause is. No one's really surprised here. They've been,
no,
I could,
not
you would have gotten in the first three guesses. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell was the common denominator, and more so than Taco Bell, it was their provider, Taylor Farms. The FDA and CDC identified Taylor Farms, specifically Taylor Farms of Mexico, that's where avocados are from, as the supplier of the shredded iceberg lettuce at Taco Bell, implicated in a multi-state parasite outbreak. Taco Bell removed the affected lettuce from its supply chains. Is it too little, too late? I know Charmin prices skyrocketed. That's
yeah. Charmin killing it. Charmin
always
and bidets.
just
If there was
showing.
any a perfect time to go out and buy a bidet, this is it. Get them
Yo, if you
cheeks
ain't got a
squeaky
bidet,
clean.
I'm gonna let you know right now, it's not a shameless plug. We ain't got no ties, but you ain't got a bidet, you missing out. In this heat, you better have a bidet.
Man, I
Yeah,
tell
and then
you,
you gotta be one that musically sings to you and everything. Like, but
mm-mm.
you know,
Listen, did some traveling overseas in my day. That's when I got introduced. Man, I ain't never going back. I go out and buy the little $25 unit that shoot cold, icy water up there. I just, hey, it'll wake you up in the morning, but your cheeks will be clean. And you need clean cheeks, baby. You need clean cheeks. I think my sister had some of that. She called me the other day and had cycles. What is it called? Cycle
So,
squeaky cheeks. I'm gonna just call it squeaky cheeks because this is ridiculous. But
yeah.
yeah, man, Taco Bell. I stopped eating salad. Not that that was a big stretch for me, but I heard lettuce was killing you. I went right back to fries.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I definitely eyeballed a couple of salads because so what I do, I don't buy prepackaged salads.
Okay.
Like I don't buy loose salads like those public salads or heck even the
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A salads. I'm like, nah, I'm not. I don't because I'm like,
Somebody else's hand's been in this.
basically. And I don't care what they say, but it's like pre-washed. I did some potatoes over the weekend that were pre-washed, ready to eat. Man, I busted those spuds down in the tub. All you see is just stuff. I'm like, yeah, this why no, I don't even mess with
Yeah.
the pre-wash. I need to wash it. I need to
Hmm.
know and see and get my hands, my vinegar, all that stuff on there because nah, it ain't. That's not going to be the thing for me, man. I can't get down like
Now, what about packaged romaine, like romaine hearts?
if it's whole. If it's the
Yeah, like if
whole
it's the
thing,
whole
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, but
Like
not
they
loose.
come
I
like
don't
three
do
in a
the
pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even when I
Okay.
get it whole, I'm ripping them apart and I'm down there with the scrub a dub, getting it loose. And people think, oh, that you're doing too much. Yeah, until you grabbing ankles, talking to the Lord on the porcelain throne.
Yeah,
Brother,
man.
just say, I remember I was in Memphis for a thing a bit ago. And when I tell you I got such horrible food poisoning,
Hmm.
and when we mentioned it to look, I'm not even going to say it to the venue and everything, they already knew what it
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
They
really?
looked in their face like, damn, yeah, we got it. When I told them I ordered, they just had that look like,
They got you.
and if you haven't had food poisoning, you don't understand the blight because you go on one end or another, and sometimes both. And
Hmm.
I was hugging porcelain and got no sleep, and I had to do media at 5:30 in the morning. I'm just praying for my life, like please let
That's
it be gone.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
y'all
Once you
got to
get
be
it, and it only takes one because I got it from a burger joint years ago.
careful.
And I tell you right now, I not only did I never go back to that burger joint again, no names mentioned,
Yeah,
but yeah, you don't want to do that again. You just that's no bueno, man.
that is not part of I'll try everything twice. That's not on my list.
Absolutely not. But Taylor Farms, man, I wonder what happened. I wonder if they're sure they're going to get down to the bottom of it about what happened. Like what was the little outbreak monkey in
Yeah,
Taylor Farms, right?
what was the bat with the pig type thing? I don't
Right.
know. I the thing is, there have been so many changes in CDC and regulatory positions, and the
Hmm.
roles being eliminated. Let's not forget what was it earlier this year or last year when planes were falling out of the sky continuously. Like this is what happens when people just aren't in the position anymore.
Yeah.
Oversight happens and people get affected. Luckily, there haven't been any deaths,
Right.
related. And they're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
from food poisoning, well, from dehydration in a unprecedented heat wave can lead to a
Right.
lot of things right now. So
Hmm.
wash your hands, wash your vegetables, and importantly, wash your moon. That's where we're at with it.
Right. And I wonder why Taco Bell too. Like I'm sure they're not the only providers of shredded lettuce. Like this isn't the only restaurant provider
I
because
would
even
love
Taco.
to check to
Yeah.
see what other clients Taylor Farms has. But when you do think shredded lettuce, I do think top of mind two places, Chipotle and Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's usually
Hmm.
where I go. McDonald's has their stuff buttoned up inside and out. They own their providers in some way, shape, or form. So
Grimace ain't letting that shit in the house.
yeah, just like come on, now, come on. Y'all, hamburger is like, nah, bro. We don't get down like that. Where do we
Yeah,
go?
not in my house. Not
So
in my house. That's just crazy though. Well, I hope it comes to an end soon, and I hope I don't get caught up in it because
yeah.
I do like a salad, but I will cut and wash my own from now on.
Hey,
Period.
when I do a salad, it is a charred salad, so Imma let that heat shake and bake and do what it's
Ooh,
gotta
that's
do.
a good
So,
call.
we're gonna be over
That's
there.
a
Gonna
good
need some
call.
flame somewhere.
There you go.
And speaking of heat and getting a lot of heat, I got a lot of heat from a little post I put out there the other day. I don't know if
Oh,
you
which
saw that.
one?
With the showing that it was, what was the grand total? I believe it was 24.99 a pound
Oh,
for
for the what was it? I did see that.
yeah.
Wait, why you get heat? You ain't set the price?
Some people thought it was fake.
Really?
Some people thought it was fake. Let me pull it up here. Some people thought it was fake. Some people said it was AI. I think one guy was actually, I don't know. He's just very hurt. I don't know who hurt him, but he was ridiculed to the point of like kind of like people believe anything. If you just put some numbers on there. Others like first mistake shopping at Costco. That wasn't Costco at $24 a pound. Why on earth would I cook it myself? And I actually hit up Longhorns. I was like, for this amount, you could literally go to Longhorn, get a New York strip with a
Hmm.
side,
With the
and they give you the
size.
free bread for less than what this costs per pound. So Longhorn about to
Crazy.
start. And then someone said instructions say to cook to 145. Like that's just drastically overcooked steak. Like you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad twice. Some of these are crazy.
Oh my God. People are funny, man.
They
It's just
are.
like it's just like you're bringing awareness to the ridiculousness that we all live in, and then they give you crap.
Yeah. The cat was, Houston food follows, HTX follows. I call bullshit. I'm in a top 5 largest city, and it's fairly expensive here, but I pay $3 less per pound for prawn. Brother, that's because 'cause you're in Texas. Get your head out
Right,
of how that and realize you're in Texas. Of course, it's
right.
gonna be a little bit more affordable
The
there.
freaking beef capital of the world. Yes, you pay
Literally,
less.
with the blacks messing everything up, not us, them.
Right?
You gotta put that on there. It's wild some of these. Publix is a no-go, it's a rip-off. There's just a myriad of things because I stated you used to be able to get that on sale for $7.99.
Okay.
Regular price, 9.99, 10.99 pricing. But to see the same thing from 7.99 to 24 over 3x? No, at this point, beef isn't for dinner. It's for special occasions and it better come with something. Like
It's
you
for
can't
your
even do
50th anniversary.
basically that's what it's gotta be. Someone says, find yourself a local butcher and farmer. Hey, you're
Ah,
right, but
yeah.
this is metropolitan areas.
That's
How
very good advice.
butchers aren't lining the street like they used to, right? This
Right.
isn't this isn't like the whole neighborhood cheers.
Like we just
Someone
got
else,
cows hanging out by the road waiting to be slaughtered.
Richard Gonzalez, 2384. People believe anything. No store name, no nothing, just random text and people believe it. Bunch of, we're not going to say that word. Richard, I'm
Ooh.
going to just call you Dick. Dick, you should suck. Have yourself something because, yeah, this is reality. I think
It
more
really is.
so when people can't accept it, they just get angry,
Yeah,
right? And they respond in a way, but this is what the actual cost of things are. Ground beef is now a luxury item
absolutely.
at
And
nine
it,
ninety
it
nine a pound.
it's crazy. Shit's just expensive.
Yeah,
And it just happens that the closer you live to the supplier, the
mm,
cheaper things are going to be. That's
clearly.
why people up in Calumet, Illinois are paying $2.70 a gallon of gas
Mm,
because the refinery is right up there and it doesn't have to travel to freaking Georgia where it's now $4.25 or some craziness like that. Like
man, my gas up the street right now is like 387.
yeah,
And
it's
I think
coming.
people forgot there used to be a 2 in the front. Like, they're just gotten so accustomed to it, I think they forgot there used to be a 2 in that mug.
Right. And they're just like, oh, it's under $4. It's cheap. Nah, bitch, you go up to
No,
Calumet,
no.
it's 274, 275. And they just
I
driving.
I said this before, and I'll say it again. It is time to go in on a whole animal with your friend, your neighbor, your cousin, the mailman's baby mama's nephew twice removed. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go in, and if you guys would be interested, I'll put together a list of some purveyors that offer these type of things. There's no kickback, there's no nothing, but if you're looking
Hmm.
for hogs, Tank provides hogs and cows. Melvin of Peculiar Pigs offers
Right.
hogs. Like it really may behoove you to make this happen because right now I believe what was Tank telling me like they go maybe $8 a pound for a cow, and that ain't bad. You bust that bad boy down 3, 4 ways for a family with the deep freeze, you don't eat well,
You'll
you
eat
know?
for a while too. Eat
So
for a
you
while.
skip all the spiking, the inflations, the search just hey, times are hard.
Yeah.
It's expensive to live, it's expensive to eat, like, part of why I'm down 40 pounds is I love chocolate. I love chocolate. Despite looking like a giant milk dud myself, I do get down with some Hershey's, man, that's my
Get
weakness.
down with the brown.
I haven't had chocolate my fix in so long because it's too expensive. And I just don't I'm not paying $10 for a bag of M&Ms, brother. I'm not doing
No,
it.
no,
I can't.
absolutely.
My spirit
What are
won't
we
let
getting? An AMC? $10 for a bag of M&Ms.
the
Get you coming
the
and going.
there's this brother who had a viral video and he was like, man, the second you start looking at calories like it's money, you just like, you can't do it. Like, which you mean a burger and fries gonna run me 2,000? Nah, I ain't got it on me right
Oh,
now. I ain't got it on, you know.
I'm running a little short today.
Yeah, yeah. So it's part of it is that, and I want to. That sort of leads me into my first hot take,
Woo!
brought to you by the
Take
amazing cats over at Melissa. Where's my? You know what I got? Because I just finished using it right now. Let me grab some.
Is it the Thai chili?
There it is. Because y'all like to think it's for show, and it's not. This is real life. You see how little is left in that bottle? I'll be putting it to work. I'll be putting it to work. One time for the great cats over at Melinda.
Is that the Thai chili?
This is the new Tex Mix. These
Oh,
Tex
the Tex-Mex. Okay.
it's delicious. Y'all
Uh,
go get it. Thank you, Cats over at Melinda's. Such a mouth and flavor. But my first hot take, Ozempic and those GLP-1s and 2s and 3 whatevers they may be, I believe is causing a huge impact in the culinary world because people just aren't eating like they used to.
yeah.
Like, have you noticed everywhere in their mama has popped up with a value menu and a protein type offering of some sort now?
So the value menu thing, I kind of picked up on just because of like fast food. But the protein thing, I picked up recently because now everything is laced with I saw a bag of Doritos and it said it nacho cheese was this big and protein was that big. Like, and they were nasty too. Like, because I'll buy anything, right? Yo, the Dorito, my God, it was like eating a nacho cheese dried envelope. Like just so thin and just like, why do we need protein Doritos? What are we doing?
I think it's a way, when you're on those things, they say some of the big things are you have to be mindful of your water.
Sure.
You want to get your protein intake because if not, you're going to start burning through the muscle. Because I
Hmm.
think some people take it and they don't work out and they just lose weight.
Right.
And then you sort of end up with that old school Oprah Ozempic head, like, oh, okay, that's not something wrong here.
Yeah.
But this boost in protein and and this is what's getting me, right? This is again my hot take, my conspiracy-ish hat on right now. Protein is going into everything,
Hmm.
but the raw protein prices have skyrocketed. Your beef, your poultry,
Yeah.
all those prices have just gone up to where a bag of chips, it seems appealing. Value, very relatively affordable now. So what I used to be able to purchase to get to consume the protein naturally,
Hmm.
it's so expensive for a serving that I'm like, I might as well go ahead and grab these bag of chips. So
There's
how
no way the amount of protein that you would get eating a chicken breast is the same if you ate a whole bag of Doritos. I don't that then that's something that people just don't get. Like it's not the same. Just because your Doritos say protein doesn't mean that you're getting all the levels. You're getting what Doritos will allow you to have and a whole bunch of
yeah,
other processed crap. It's
very
just
true.
like why are we putting protein in Doritos and
They got protein
stuff?
cereals now. Like, I like making protein coffee, which is I make straight black coffee and I drop my scoop of protein in, whip it all up, knock
Okay.
it back, start the day at like 25 to 30 grams of protein, before 7 o'clock. Great way to start the day.
Yeah.
But I saw they had like specific brewed protein coffee. I'm like, why? Why would you do this? You can just do it this way, right? I think a lot of it is marketing.
Of course.
That's how it's happened. Like how many times have we gotten those monstrous bag of chips? This much chips in there. You don't
Mhm.
need that much nitrogen in the bag, bro. You don't need
No.
that much to keep them safe about that. It's marketing. You're constantly being sold. I'm damn near about to pay for YouTube Premium so I can stop being inundated with these GLP-1 shots and pills and this and that. I'm like, yo, can I just get back to my old school Dragon Ball Z
Right.
reruns? Is that what we're doing?
Exactly.
Can we make
Exactly.
that work? Wow.
That was a beautiful thing about watching soccer on Telemundo, which I was forced to watch it. But yeah,
I
no
love
political
watching on
ads.
Telemundo. The
Man,
the passion.
Man, the passion and excitement, like, it was I'd watch Telemundo all day,
Oh yeah,
all
you
day.
can you can't watch the World Cup in English. Ain't no love.
No,
Like absolutely nothing could be happening on the screen, but in Telemundo, you feel like, ooh, okay,
like,
all right,
something's
yeah,
happening.
yes, Rodriguez,
Something is
Messi,
going
Rodriguez,
down.
Messi. No, no, I'm like, oh,
Right, and I was sitting here with Tanya, I was just like, "You should be live translating for me so I can understand what they're saying." She's just like, "Yeah, I got nothing."
ain't nothing happening to really translate. They just
Right, it was just like, "Yeah, you just passed the ball." It sounds like he's so excited about it.
exactly. That's the passion, though. One time for Spain, winning their
Yes,
second World Cup.
we
Go ahead,
appreciate you.
Spain. That was beautiful. One heck of a game.
What a
Hell of a match,
crazy
I should
game.
say. Like
Oh,
when Spain was attacking, they was putting foot to ass all
man, I was gonna
game.
say, it is putting belt to them because
Woo!
they were outclassing them every step of the way. I was just like and they would flash the stats on the screen, and then everything's in Spanish. I don't know shit, but I know them numbers, and
Yep.
I know when it's like 14 shot attempts and 0, like, I understand those numbers,
Yeah.
whooping
It's
them.
universal. You got an ass whooping is universal. That's all I gotta
Mm.
say. It was on it.
Good for
Uh,
España.
there it is. Shut the whole time. What you got for us in the news we can't really use?
Man, listen, I was reading an interesting article the other day. It's Miller's Smokehouse out in Belton, Texas.
Yeah.
And their restaurant took a little hit, got damaged, fire damage to it. So they've been operating out of their food truck since like February. But then recently, they just got the local city council just approved a 50K building life safety grant to rebuild the restaurant. And I just don't think I've ever heard of anything like that. Like, I've ever heard of crowdsourcing and kind of the community coming together and chipping in and kind of rebuilding a kind of a neighborhood staple or whatever it is. But this is like an actual grant, public grant that was awarded to this restaurant to rebuild. And not saying that there's anything bad about it. I have just never, I don't know, it just seems a little odd to me that it's almost like public assistance has kind of helped them get back on their feet, which again isn't a bad thing. I just haven't heard it from the restaurant perspective. So I'm just wondering, like, what's the qualifications for a restaurant to get a hold of a grant for like rebuilding itself? You know, and maybe we don't have the answer to that, but it's just again just something I thought about because when a restaurant burns out or experiencing some hardship, I just don't remember or haven't heard of someone receiving a grant to rebuild, right? And maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just maybe I'm living under a rock, you know?
I'm checking through here because I know a bit ago there was a governor. Let me see if I can find it here because we reported on it, and I wonder if
Okay.
any of that same. Yeah, okay, so here it is. We reported on it on episode 124. Sid Miller is a Texas agricultural commissioner, and he just made an urgent call to action to help save barbecue.
I
And
do remember
part of
that.
it
Yeah.
was him trying to aid with lowering brisket prices, beef prices overall, and forming restaurant-based grants.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that's the same cat, but that's why we keep these show notes along because you get down with person because
Right?
we report on barbecue and barbecue news here at This Week in Barbecue. Shocking.
Hey,
I like the idea. I hope it's not a one-off.
no.
It being in Texas doesn't surprise me. We've covered numerous locations burning down, having hazardous issues. Matt Horn's location being compromised due to arson. Hell, Brian Fermer's location years ago in Atlanta being
Mhm.
burned down. You'd want stuff like that to happen because it's a neighborhood staple. Perhaps it helps. We spoke last week on a location that had to shut down because they didn't have water. Remember,
Mhm.
they didn't have
Yeah.
clean water. I think in like Paradise or whatever they were in. So it's good to see the city and its councilmen and members come together to aid. I hope they do that for other businesses and
Right.
grants. I don't. If people don't know, you don't you don't pay back grants.
Right.
You
Yeah.
don't pay back grants, and if I believe the grants are tax exempt as well.
Yeah,
So
because they're considered like public funds, right?
Yeah, so
something
you
like that. Yeah.
this is
And
great.
again, not saying that it's a bad thing. Like, hey,
Yeah,
man, look, get back up and get running. It was just interesting because I've never seen anything like I haven't heard of that type of relief coming from like public funds.
yeah. I'd
Yeah.
love to I'm gonna put a little Google pin on it and see if we can't follow the story as it develops more, but
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what's going on with it because that's pretty cool. We need more of that.
Yeah.
Definitely need more of that. What do I got here? As far as needing more, here's a quick little interjection, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever wanted to attend the World Food Championship, now's your time. They need
Ah,
volunteers. So head on over to their socials, their website, or just visit World Food Championships on the old Instagrammies there, little and
is it
shoot
to
them a
eat?
DM. I think they have. Hopefully you get fed and maybe a T-shirt, but they are looking for volunteers. So be sure to go check that out. It's also a great event, but that's still pretty cool. Good to
Yeah.
see events are still happening. I haven't come off the road myself just now. And this is a new one for me. The OC Smoke Show, August 16th in Riding Park in San Juan Capistrano is a barbecue event with
Huh,
music, country, and hip hop. A little bit of country, more hip hop, because they've got guests like Bow Wow, Soldier Boy, Little John.
nice.
Who else do they have over there? But that's the entertainment side. From the food side, they've got amazing names like man himself, Mr. Danny Castillo over at
Hmm.
Heritage, and Esau from 2M. And if you are familiar, you can catch Esau right now on Pitmasters airing tonight on
Tonight,
Food Network. Did you get to watch the first one yet or no?
I did watch the first one. So I also have to make a quick just statement. I love the show. I can't watch it on Mondays because I'm cheap and I don't have cable, so I have to wait till it comes out on streaming on Tuesday. But I will watch it on Tuesdays. Fantastic. I love it. I mean,
Uh,
I still think because we a few weeks ago talked about health issues and, pitmasters and the grind of the circuits and things like that. So, but what is it? 50K? What's
okay.
the prize? 50K? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll uh, I'll strain the main drain for 50K, get out there and have some
50K
fun.
50K after tax, you walking with 25 as a two-person team, you might get 15 and change. I don't know if Imma do it for 15 and change. I'm not gonna
Eh,
lie, I've made more in a short amount of time, but what are you gonna
see,
do?
you had to break it out in taxes. What if you don't pay your taxes? Then you
Then you don't end up like Wesley Snipes, and they don't tax you. Right now, Uncle Sam ain't letting nothing slide. Hey,
they'll get you like Wesley.
yeah, they're gonna hem you up, don't do it.
Mm-mm.
So what did you think of it? And again, we're gonna put this if you haven't seen episode 1, now is a good time to pause the show and go watch it because we now we can spoil. We gave you a week. All right. It ain't
Yeah,
if you ain't
you
seen
did
it
get a
since then,
week.
that's on you. That's on you.
The one thing that I found that was very fascinating to me is that, and they do this on a lot of shows, but the different ways people build pets was interesting to see. Interesting to
Mm,
see. I love that, this the creativity of it all and the different modes and models that they use. But I just think I think it's a cool concept. It comes, kind of off the back of that 24-hour chef thing, like that just
yeah,
constant, like there's no stopping. It's just go and get it done. And the I like the fast pacedness of it as well.
yeah.
Very cool.
I like what they call they've got their long burn, which is the long cook,
Yeah.
and they've got
And
so
then what was the short one? It was
I
like
think it's like
the quick burn
a quick
or something
burn or
like
quick
that.
fire, something
Yeah.
like that, which is, that's always gonna be in there. That's formulaic, that's in every type of thing.
Yeah. And then
But
that
it
one
is
team made a dessert, which was crazy. Like
yeah.
she didn't even she had like a little dessert thing on a cracker. Am I wrong? Yeah, I had a
Oh,
week. She
where
had a
did it
little
show?
dessert thing on a cracker, which I tried to reach to the TV and grab, but it ain't
It
working.
it was a it's a good show. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how they tackle some of the elements. The
Hmm.
first element being out there, a lot of people
That
don't
elevation.
don't cook at higher elevations all the time. I'm
Mm,
fortunate to get the opportunity to do so numerous times, but it is different, and you hear them talk about it, like, "This fire isn't burning. This stuff
yeah,
isn't catching. There's not enough heat." One thing I would have personally done, which I did for my show, is I always have a burn barrel or burn ditch going
something to keep it
because
going. Yeah.
well, I don't I you one, don't be tight with the wood. all right, they got racks of it. This ain't coming out of your pocket. So I'm lighting that. I'm like, Smokey is not going to be happy with me. I'm letting that bitch burn. So that
Yeah.
if things are dragging, I'm scooping and done. And I
Mhm.
can spike it or tote it back, scoop out if I have to. But what you don't want to do is have to sit and wait for wood to catch at high
Yeah.
elevations. Right. So that's the thing. I'm immediately making myself some sort of a rocket stove out of cinder blocks to keep my burn area going, or I'm making a burn barrel or
Yeah.
something. I'm setting something on fire. That's going to be a fire. That's just
Yeah.
obscenely annoying at all points in time.
Yeah, higher elevations could get you. I mean, I've never cooked at higher elevations, but I've been to places like Denver, and even just walking around breathing has an impact. So it is definitely interesting. And like I said, I'll keep watching just on Tuesdays when it comes out on streaming.
Well, a little heads up. We won't tell you who, but we've got some of the actual amazing members of the cast that we'll be
Oh,
talking to in the coming weeks. So,
nice.
you guys, listeners, stay tuned for that. It's no
It's
spoilers,
gonna be
no
a lot of
nothing.
fun.
We're not avoiding any contracts. I know how the game is played. I've been on both sides of the coin. Yeah, I'm looking forward to chat with some of these amazing competitors. But go check out Pitmasters. Amazing talent out there. Jeremy Yoder, Alfred Goni, Matt Gore, Max is on there. Raul, his wife's on there. Ernest is the host. I go through
The
the whole
whole
list.
list.
Just go
Yeah.
watch the show. Shout out to Susie and Chrissy. I got to put that out there. But y'all go check them out.
No, definitely
And
stuff. Definitely
oh,
good
you
stuff.
see, you got some extra stuff. What's that main course, man?
Oh, hey, I speaking of Texas, and we always bring up Texas. It's like a little redheaded stepchild that kind of revolves around our podcast. But I lived in Texas for 5 years or so,
Mhm.
and one of my favorite things about Texas is HEB. It's not called Heb. If you call it Heb, we know you from out of town. It's HEB, right?
What does it stand for?
Here, everything's better.
Really?
Bam. That's exactly it.
Wow.
And I tell you right now, I have never been in a grocery store where I just didn't fall in love because truly everything is better. It's not a promotion, it's not a promo spot. I just man,
Alright.
it's a beautiful spot. But while I was down in Texas, they had the HEB close to my house, and they had a barbecue restaurant that was called True Texas Barbecue.
Okay.
Pretty decent. I mean, it's good for a quick little pick me up. But now they're adding more of these True Texas Barbecue restaurants in these HEB stores, starting in like Corpus Christi and all these places down in Texas, right?
Okay.
And so that just kind of, from a commercial standpoint, you have a lot of folks that will go out and eat pizza from a gas station and chicken from a grocery store deli. But things like brisket is it's coveted. It's like, you got to have it from a actual barbecue restaurant. So can grocery stores be like considered a real barbecue place? Like this is a HEB thing, this True Texas Barbecue. And can
I don't
can
know.
can they be, legit barbecue places?
You there we go. There's some people out there who will fight you saying that the best brisket sandwich they ever had is from Buc-ee's.
Now look, folks, I mean, Buc-ee's is an experience. You go in,
It's
they got
it's something.
80 gas stations, 80 pumps. You go in there, they sell you clothes, brisket, jerky, peanuts, candy. It's an experience. And while it's not bad, I might have to fight some people. I might have to fight some people, you know?
It's to me, I don't even think you call it's pot roast. It's smoked pot roast, doused in sauce, chopped up haphazardly and slapped on, what equates to 2 White Castle buns. Like like,
Not the White Castle bun.
I'm just saying, man, it's not like, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
It's sauced meat. You could take the brisket out of it and just put chuck in there or corned beef or something. Like, I'm just trying, like,
Yeah.
not great. And if you don't get it fresh off, like, don't get one of the ones that have been sitting over 10 minutes. You better get it right when they throw that meat in them buns and wrap it and devour it. It's not hitting. It's
Yeah.
not hitting.
Maybe if
Somebody
they
out there,
put enough sauce on it, it'd be all right.
that's a lot of sauce.
There's a lot of sauce
And
on
I
it.
know they're like, "Oh, well, they got smoke, liquid smoke, they got everything but the real thing." And hey, just go ahead and pick you up a set of Bucky's pajamas and you're gonna be all right.
Hey, while
Just
you're there,
look
give
for
me
the
one of them hats too. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. If one of those, one of them thermoses, just this.
I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I love HEB. I just, as many times as I've gone to HEB while I lived in Texas, I think I might have been to the true Texas barbecue place maybe 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times. And, it's barbecue fast food,
It's a Jim and Nick's type of thing.
but better than Jim and Nick's. I've been to Jim and Nick's. And
Yeah,
I mean, I ain't gonna
Jim
say
and
nothing
Nick.
bad about it, but I ain't gonna
Uh,
say nothing good about it either.
it's a Jim and Nick's. It's a Dickies. It's a
Yeah.
Sonny's type situation. Like so I'm just gonna slide on through. You know,
Yeah. It's just like I read that and I just, first I was a little nostalgic just because I miss HEB, man. They had fruits that I ain't never heard of and like plenty of them. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So if you're near a HEB, go to the HEB, tell them James sent you. Ain't gonna
yeah.
get you nothing, but you can just tell them.
Tom James. I want to, lead to close out with your last note there, the to-go order. I kind of like that.
The to-go order, okay. So this is one thing that I was thinking about right before the show is when does a big opportunity become a barbecue trap? So, we just wrapped up the World Cup. Again, shout out to Spain for bringing it to wherever home is for y'all. Just, as long as Argentina didn't get it. But there was one barbecue place that reportedly prepared like 30 consecutive days straight.
Yeah,
30 days, no
yeah.
off days, 30 consecutive days for the World Cup. We're talking about 20K briskets, just 250 pounds of sausage, just a crap ton of meat. Everybody wants to get that level of notoriety and that level of exposure and that level of operation, but like it would be a huge opportunity for like a medium sized, small to medium sized business. But how do you get exposure to that type of opportunity? And do you take it being a medium sized shop, you know?
Uh, well, Lazo, he's talking about the fine folks over at Zavala's,
Zaval.
friend of the show, friend of the pod. I think in these times, you have to make a name for yourself, especially
Hmm.
when you've got cats like the Blacks, not us, them, that
Them.
one location is doing 2 mil a week, 2 mil a week, one location. So in a time where the people in your area are what I want to call brisket fatigued out because of the
Mm.
pricing. They're going for the other cuts. They not may not be going for the platters, but you've got these visitors who have seen the shows and the online
Yeah.
socials and the whatnot. So they're like, yo, I'm gonna be in Texas. Let's ball out. Let's just try the food while I'm here.
Hmm.
They don't have the issue ordering, let me get the two, make that 3 pounds of brisket. Let me get the full beef link, right? So, because to them, this is a once in a lifetime experience
Yeah.
versus pop and moms and them who are like, oh, I can get this every weekend. They're only here for a short, finite time. So I think it benefits you to talk to your team the crew. He actually seems like, hey, this is sort of what I'm thinking. Are you ready to ride or not? If not, just say the word and we'll stay with our 3 to 4 days. The whole team
Yeah.
jumped on board. They're like, no, let's crush it. And I think that says something about leadership and setting up the
Absolutely.
structure and listening to your whole crew because now everybody literally gets to eat. Like they may have made their year because they said, we're not going
In
to
a
close
month.
for 30 days. We're going to
Yeah.
run it. And again, and I'm not even that surprised. When I went to London and I did Metopia and we did our Europe tour, all the barbecue events, bro, I felt like I was in Texas the way people were dressed. The shit kicker boots, the cowboy hats,
They
the
got all out, went all out.
pearl snaps. I saw so much meat church, so much mill scales, so much Terry Blacks, so much Franklin merch out there. I thought
Mm.
I was in Texas. I thought I was like, yo, what, Lockhart, Austin, that's you?
Right?
But that's just what it was. So I'm not shocked that the people traveled from overseas to get the experience. But I'm really glad to hear that it benefited this, location and they were willing to take
Hmm.
a risk. Being in business is all about risk, right? It's a
This
risk
is
if you
true.
do, it's a risk if you don't. They could have played it safe and missed out on the wave, but they rolled the dice and benefited for it.
Yeah. And I like the point that you brought up about leadership too, because nowadays it seems like, I've been leading people for a long time, and I've run into my fair share of individuals who will work hard at trying to avoid work than doing the work. And for this establishment to come in and to its people to say, "Hey, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna rock it for 30 days," and for everybody to be like, "You know what? I'm in. Let's do it." That it just speaks volumes to the leadership there and the way that you take care of your people. Because
Yeah.
you take care of your people, they'll work for you for you
Yeah.
know, I say that all the time, and like I said, I've been managing and leading people for as long as my beard has been gray. And if you treat them with respect and treat them like they are valued, they'll work for you forever. They
Yeah.
will work for you forever. They will be That's how you build loyalty, and you could do things like staying open 30 consecutive. I don't know of another business that stays open 30 consecutive days in a row and serving food. Like, I'm sure I could think of something if I
At
stopped
that
drinking.
high volume, like, we're not talking like a Olive Garden or something like that.
Right. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
not
for
talking
that
about
level of
like,
work, ain't no microwaves in the back doing this, it's scratch.
right. This
There's a
is,
lot of
they're
trim
putting
just
in
for that.
work.
20,000 pounds of brisket is a lot of pounds of brisket to roll through weekly just knockout guard. That's a lot.
I can't even imagine that much meat. Like, I
Whoa, uh,
can't imagine. Yeah.
good on them, man. Good on them.
Yeah. Congratulations. Hey,
Alright.
take advantage. World Cup, man. It was a good time. It was a good show. And I will never think about soccer for another 4 years.
Yeah, no, we got the women's finals, the Women's World Cup next year. Shout out our ladies
Yeah.
over
No, the
there for
women's
football.
kicking, man. The women's be putting in work.
Put some love out there for 'em. But,
Man.
where do you wanna point to people? What you got brewing? We got any more noise on the Titan takeovers coming soon, or, still a little TBD?
TBD, just
Alright.
trying to we are at the tail end of freedom,
Man,
tail end of freedom. But I've been working on a couple of things. I'm actually thinking about changing my name. I'm thinking
okay.
about putting the meat titan to rest and going with the small batch type of.
Like a provisions type ordeal, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have some ideas. I have some ideas.
Hey,
So
hey.
I'm working on some things. I'm in the lab. I'm firing up every weekend, feeding my neighbors. So if you live close, come and get your plate.
The Titan formerly known as.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have a little purple scarf. How about
I
you,
love
brother?
it.
Where you traveling off to now? Where's your passport setting you off to?
Don't need the passport for this one, but I got some trips and some stuff going. We're literally in the lab cooking up some great stuff. You guys have asked me north of 10,000 questions over the years, and we've been working on answering all of them. I just hope you all support it. It is going to be free to the public and to the masses. So very happy with
Nice.
that. But next up, I'm really looking for, your boys heading to Alaska, man. I'm really looking forward to heading over to Alaska, a little fire and
That
dice set up there. We
that
get
is
down, get
fantastic.
down, packing my good lighter and my long draws because it might be cold out there. I ain't never been. I don't know what it's like,
Hmm.
but I'm very much looking forward to that. And
I
then,
know Russia's closed. Throw a rock at it.
then there's still stuff. Like I said, we're working on buttoning up some stuff for the open fire meetup in October, which also happens to be my birthday week. So I might get loose. Hey, and your boy been running with the weights and everything to get extra fit and trim out there. Really bring my birthday in the best way I can.
Nice.
But there's some odds and ends between now and then a couple of great projects. I'm just excited. I'm not mad to not be on the road for a little bit. I've enjoyed my routine. Being settled,
Hmm.
but it's just some fun creative stuff coming. We've got some amazing conversations lined up in a new segment for the pods expansion that I can't wait to share with everybody. But I'm also itching to like do another. I've been itching to do a free event, like just cook. Like I miss the circuit days.
Yeah,
I sometimes I feel like maybe I got out early, but I was in it for so long. It's changed now,
it has
but
changed.
I kinda wanna do something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but, my brisket hands itching, flip a little bit over there, my long hands, get on there.
Well, you got to satisfy that craving, and if you go out there, I'm gonna come out there with you, and I'm gonna break some things. So
Probably.
just
That's probably why I haven't gone out there.
You know what? That's probably a good idea to not go out there, or at least just not tell me about it, so I can't break anything.
Exactly. No, some fun stuff coming. So you ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing where you're heading. Where the Titan formerly known as, debuts at.
Yeah,
Gonna be there to
yeah.
show full support.
It's a new
Ladies,
chapter, man. It's a new
yeah, it is
chapter.
all the way around.
Mhm.
Ladies and gents, this has been This Week in Barbecue, your barbecue focused show with hot news, crazier takes, and two off-looking milk duds here. I've been your host, Rasheed Phillips, still locked and lovely, and still joining me is the sexiest voice in barbecue, Mr.
James Welch.
Ladies, please like, share, subscribe, see that little thing. Give us a little review. We'd like to know how you think we're doing. We think we're doing halfway decent, but you're the listener. You know better. And as always, be kind to one another. The world needs it. See you guys.